Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and I have got a very exciting video for you today. So today marks the other big thing I've been working on behind the scenes. And it's a new pattern release and I got to access to the pattern and I have created a sew along that went up yesterday with the pattern release yesterday. So I'm very excited to tell you guys all about this. Before we get started, I do know that when I'm filming this way that we still have some echo. I have one more thing I'm waiting to arrive in the mail to go behind the camera that I think is going to fix that, and then I think we're going to be good on sound. Once I have that thing, it's going to be able to move around the room. So bear with me just a little bit longer if this is still sounding echoey. Okay guys, let's talk about the newest Cashmerette pattern. Folks, this is the Canton Moto Jacket and it comes in two amazing views and I made both amazing views. So before we get into the pattern, let's talk a little bit about my journey to this point. So Cashmerette reached out to me late last year, letting me know that they were getting ready to release kind of a big pattern and wanted to know if I'd be interested in receiving the files early and doing a sew along that would be available to those that purchase the pattern when the pattern releases. They sent me the line drawings and all of that, saw it was a moto jacket. Number one, so excited because any of us with bust issues, anytime we can get a pattern that fixes all those bust issues is a plus. So I was very excited to see that Cashmerette was releasing a moto jacket, and I was very excited to see the two views. So as you can see, they have a cropped view, perfect for my daughter, and they have like a high to mid hip view. You'll see it on me here in a second that I made for myself. And I jumped at it. I said, oh my gosh, yes, let me do that. So I have been, I made the first jacket to just kind of test instructions, and I actually follow the instructions to a T on this sew along, folks. So yeah, I made this one first just to kind of test. We'll talk about it in a second, and then filmed the sew along for this one. There was a ton of editing. This is kind of a beast of a pattern. There are 6 parts to the sew along, and unlike my normal sew alongs here on the channel where I release one each Sunday for however many Sundays, because I was doing this one for Cashmerette and they wanted it all released at once for the pattern, all 6 parts released onto the channel yesterday. So you have access to part 1 through part 6 right now on the channel. So if you are interested in purchasing this pattern, there is a complete sew along that takes you all the way through. And it takes you all the way through this view, which is view, oh boy, I think this one's view A and this one's view B. But it takes you all the way through this one. So the only difference is that you skip steps for this one, and I do talk about what steps we're skipping for this one. It's basically just the pockets that you skip on this view. So anyway, I have that over on the channel. I'll link those sew-alongs down below if you want to go take a look, or I'll pop a card up for the first one as well, but I'll link all 6 down in the description box. So yeah, so if you want a little extra hand holding, because this is a little bit more of a beefier project, I've got you covered, which is very exciting. Okay, let's talk about my views that I made and a little bit about each, and I'll show you what we look like wearing them. Okay, so like I mentioned, I think this is view B. Like I mentioned, I made this view for my daughter first. This was the one that I did just to kind of test that I was doing things right. I really was testing the, there's a sleeve gusset in this pattern. So it opens up, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, let's pull Lena closer. So you can see it's got the little sleeve gusset. So it opens up right there. So I wanted to check that. This doesn't have the pockets on it, but just the zipper insertion. So the jacket is fully lined and features the asymmetrical zipper. You can kind of see the little, I'll move back here in a second. It's got the little snaps that are not functional that are there. Move Lena back. Yeah, the snaps are not functional. They're just there for all looks, which is, I think, a wonderful little detail. And then it features shoulder pads that are here in the top part of the sleeve. And actually during the sew along, I show you the difference with one shoulder pad being in versus the other one not, just so you can see. I think it makes a huge difference when you put it's a 1/4 inch seam allowance. It's a 1/4 inch Sorry, my tights are also bothering me. I have tights on underneath this and they're bothering me. A 1/4" shoulder pads that are in the jacket, but I think it makes such a difference. It also features a center back seam and then darts that are here that give beautiful shaping. And then it's got, your notched collar and 2-piece sleeve. There's a 2-piece sleeve in here so you can get a really good fit. For my daughter's version, I made the size 2 with an EF cup. That's her size in Cashmerette patterns. And the only fitting adjustment that I did for this one is shorten the sleeves by 1 inch. She is 5'2", but she has a very long torso. But she's also 16 and likes her things all cropped. Like, she wears really high-waisted things and likes all of her tops cropped. So I didn't lengthen the torso on this at all because she likes it cropped like that. So the only alteration I made to this was to shorten the sleeves by 1 inch. Now for the fabric on this one, I used a cowhide. So it's leather, real leather. This one is real leather. And I had purchased this cowhide, years and years ago. Maybe 7 years ago, 5 years ago, a long time ago, at Discount Textiles in Chicago, which is kind of like a fabric warehouse, thinking that I wanted to make something for myself out of it. And technically this yellow is too warm for her. Her yellow is cooler, but she still loves it. It works, it still goes harmoniously with the rest of her clothes. So we're not too worried about it, but I'm so glad that we got this made up because this cowhide has been sitting in my sewing room forever waiting to become something. So it worked really well, and I still have some left. It wasn't a full cowhide. I think it was like a half. No, maybe it was a full cowhide because I still have some left. A small cow. But yeah. She's over the moon with how this jacket turned out. I did this whole thing up on my industrial machine. So this is the first one I made because I wanted to test all the techniques before I did the sew along. So this one did get made up on my industrial. This one got made up on the home machine though. So the whole sew along is me working on my Bernina 770. So I'm working on a home machine for this one. And then for the lining, I had some leftovers of this polyester peach skin. It's got some stretch to it. This was a lining fabric that I used for my Vogue trench coat that I did the sew along for like 2 years ago now. It was the olive green trench coat. And I had just enough for this jacket, and she loved it and thought it went really, it's really pretty, and thought it went really well with the rest of the coat. And so I stuck that in there. She loves to wear the collar popped. This heavy leather really lends itself well to, for that collar to stand up, although things are interfaced. Not as much in this one though. I did skip interfacing on some of the areas here, but I interfaced all the proper areas in this one. What else can I say? She's just over the moon with her new jacket. This, I think she would say this is probably one of her favorite things that I've ever made for her, which is very wonderful to hear as the mother and the creator of the jacket. But it's a leather moto jacket. I think as long as this fits her, she's going to be wearing this forever. So I was very excited to be able to make this for her. So once I had made this one and it was time to film the sew along, I created this one. So this is view, I think this is view A. Okay, so a few months ago, the end of last year probably, I had purchased 2 pieces of the Minerva, is it called supple faux leather or soft faux leather? Something like that. I purchased a camel color and I purchased a red color. And I'd shown you guys on the channel, the camel color became those Nomi pants that I love. And then the red became this. And I was buying it purposely for this pattern. I couldn't tell you that at the time, but I did buy that on purpose for this. But I was really anxious to try out the pleather. Pleather can be really hit or miss on is it too stiff? Is it supple enough? Is it good for garments? Is it better for, bags or upholstery and that sort of thing? But I am happy to report, and I feel like now that I've worked with it twice, I can confidently say I would definitely recommend this for garment sewing. So it comes in quite a few different colors. I'll leave the fabric link down below, but I was very pleased with the way that this sewed up on my Bernina. And I will use this again. It was absolutely wonderful. So if you're looking for a good pleather, this is a really good pleather. For my version, I went with the antique brass hardware for the snaps and the zippers. And actually, I was able to find red zipper tape that matched my leather really well. So that was a happy accident. The only difference between the 2 views is that this one does include pockets. So we've got zippered pockets here. Oh my gosh, I have broken the zipper on this side. And you see that in the video. And now I've gotten it crazy again. Okay, well, it's got zippered pockets. pockets right here on the side. They work great when you are not manhandling your zipper, and I'll get that fixed. It's just been giving me fits on this side, but wonderful sewn in zippers, and I do show you how to properly shorten these zippers in the sew along, the same with the zipper in the front, the asymmetrical zipper in the front. It features the princess seams. I made the size 10 with a GH cup on mine. Now, with most Cashmerette patterns, I do a 10, grade out to a 12 at the waist, and go back to a 10 at the hip. However, I'm just gonna be honest here. I had a friend here, a friend who lives about 2.5 hours away, and she comes up, or we see each other. Sometimes I go to her a couple times a year, and we sew together. She's also a seamstress. And she was here, and I just started cutting out the pattern, and I was talking while I was cutting out the pattern, and not pay attention. You need to pay attention. And I just cut a straight size 10, not even thinking about it. It worked fine because this has enough ease in the waist that it being a 10 instead of a 12 was fine. But I made 2 alterations. I shortened the bodice by 1 inch, which I do on all my Cashmerette patterns, and I shortened the sleeves by 1 inch. Those are 2 things I do on all my Cashmerette patterns, but other than that, the straight size 10 with a GH. So it worked really, really well. For mine, I did just, I have a boring lining in mine, but it is a camel colored acetate for my lining, and I think it works really, really well with the red and with other things that I'm going to wear. This also has the 2-piece sleeve. I mean, it's the same sleeve. It has the little sleeve gusset that's in there, shoulder pads, and then on this version, you can see you get a little bit more of the dart, but it gives such a beautiful fit in the back of the jacket. I have worn this, gosh, quite a few times since making it, because we've had like unseasonably warm days. So this has been the perfect jacket to wear out on those like unseasonably warm days. And the bright red makes me so happy, and I think just brings color and stuff up to my face. But the inside, we've got, you can see it comes with a little instructions for putting in a hang tag here. And then I got some new Tomcat Stitchery tags, and then I also put my little Minerva tag, my Minerva Makers tag in there, since this is Minerva fabric. So yeah, it's got the facing. I mean, it's just a really beautiful and well-drafted jacket, which I come to expect from Cashmerette. So I highly recommend. And again, if this is way more of a project than you've ever tackled, I'm holding your hand through it all, folks. So I mean, I highly recommend maybe going and grabbing this and making this maybe a something to stretch your skills a little bit here in 2023. Now, this pattern is available to everyone. This is not one of their club patterns, so anyone can buy the pattern and grab it now. It is on sale now. But if you are currently an All Access member, they're including this pattern for free in that. If you are not currently an All Access member and would like to become an All Access member, that is, here, let me grab my phone. I want to give you all the details correctly. Okay, so the Cashmerette Club, it's basically, I just want to make sure I don't miss any of the details, but the Cashmerette Club is a monthly subscription, and they've got 3 different tiers. The All Access is the top tier, and it is, you pay yearly instead of monthly. The other 2 tiers you can pay monthly. But the All Access gives you all access to things. So you get a pattern each month. There's fitting classes. Jenny does a lot of like interviews with people, and again, like fitting type stuff, and master classes on sewing techniques and hacking stuff, all that kind of thing that she does live over in the All Access. You get coupon codes for, like, sometimes it's fabric stores, sometimes it's a coupon code off of other patterns in their catalog that might go with that month's pattern. You get all of that included every month. Let's see what else. You get, well, then you just have a standard discount to the Cashmerette shop, period. So, like, any of the patterns that are released, and that goes for all the tiers. Yeah, and everything comes in their full size range. They are PDF patterns that come in the club, period. So anyway, so if you do want to become an All Access member and get this pattern for free this month, from now until the end of the month, you can do that. Now the All Access tier, because you pay yearly, is already 20% off, but I have a code, Tomcat, and if you put that in, so add All Access to your cart and use the code when you check out, you actually get 25% off instead of 20% off. So it takes, I think, $9 off of your yearly total. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely go have a look. I'm an All Access member, and I've been very pleased with my membership. So speaking from someone that is an All Access member, I've gotten a lot of use out of it and found it to be, I love Cashmerette patterns. They're one of my absolute favorite pattern companies. So if one of your favorite pattern companies offers these type of things, it's a great deal. So if you're as big of a fangirl as I am and just love them as much, I highly recommend. Anyway, Tomcat 10 will get you an additional 5% off basically of the All Access. So 25% off instead of just the 20. It is a yearly it's a yearly sum that you pay, so you're paying for the full year. So yeah, I think it gets you $9 off that total. So just wanted to run that by you. But yes, but if you do just want to buy the pattern and you don't have interest in the club, you can do that as well. This one is being sold as is. And I've got a sew along for you. Also, if you're new to the channel, if you got sent over here by Cashmerette because you're interested in the sew along, welcome. I am so glad you're here. We have a lot of fun over here at Tomcat Stitchery, and I'm just excited to have you along. Welcome to the channel. We do a lot of inspiration, sewing techniques, fabric stuff, hacking, I mean, all of the sewing things we do over here in my little corner of the internet. So welcome if you are new and have been sent over here by Cashmerette. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the sew along. I had a really fun time putting it together, and I absolutely love my new Canton jackets. That's all I have for today. On that note, my cart for my fitting class is still open. So if you're interested in that, it is open through Friday at midnight. If you're still interested in having a look at that, I'll link the sales page down below. So if you just want to go look, you can look at the sales page without buying anything. So if you just want to go look and read more about it, you can go over and do that. But yes, my cart is open for another few days. So you head on over there if you are interested in my Pattern Fitting 101, Demystifying Fit Head to Toe. So everyone is already, I have a community set up in that class, and everyone is already over there introducing themselves and chatting, and it is bonkers crazy, and it's so exciting. It's so exciting. I wish I could meet all of you in person and just hug everybody. I mean, that's just kind of my personality. I just wish I could meet you all in person and just do all of this in person. But we, you know, the world's a big place, so hopefully this can do for now. But yes, that's all I have for today. I will be back on Friday with, what am I doing on Friday? Oh, a sew the look for my mother. So, okay. Friday is either going to be a sew the look for my mother, or it's going to be my final wrap up for my winter sewing, because actually that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a wrap up of my winter sewing. My mom's sew along will come next week, because Everyday Styles wardrobe capsule is being released on Wednesday this week, I believe. So I'm going to be putting together my spring wardrobe. So sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, because next Monday, so in a week, a little less than a week, the newsletter that goes out that night is going to include the PDF if you want to follow along and you're creating your own spring capsule or fall capsule wardrobe, depending on your hemisphere. I will be sending that out in Monday's newsletter. So make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already, because that will be coming out as a freebie for newsletter subscribers next Monday. So yeah, Friday will be just a final, here's my winter capsule, here's some things that I made for it, what I enjoyed, just some little final thoughts. I've already kind of talked about the winter capsule in my outfits. So just kind of a final wrap up. And then next Tuesday, I'll be talking about my plans for my spring capsule. So yeah, that's how that all comes together. Okay, now I'm done. I will see you on Friday, and we'll be talking about the end of the winter capsule wardrobe, and then the next video we'll be talking about the beginning of the spring capsule wardrobe. And I'm not sure what's going to be up on Sunday quite yet, so hang tight. All right, now that's all I've got. I will see you guys next time. Bye.